Good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just wanted to pop in your morning real quick and just say that you are absolutely loved and appreciated. And I am continuing my theme on heart health. And the first one I did, I think that was last week. I talked about, hypertension, stress, and all of that, all of those things that affect our heart. But today, I'm actually going to talk about hope. And you may say, well, how does hope affect my heart? But it actually does. And all of us know, the ones that are Bible readers, know that there's a scripture that says that hope deferred maketh the heart sick. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. So when I lose my hope, when I lose my desire, when I forget about my dream, when I let all of that go, it makes my heart sick. See, because God designed us to have hope. We were built to have hope. We were built to have dreams. We were built to have visions. We're built to have that expectation, that anticipation. And if we look at the word hope, it's a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. All of us that are human beings have this expectation unless it's been smothered by life circumstances, smothered by people, smothered by surroundings, smothered by circumstances. So today, I want you to get your hope back. I do. I want you to get your hope back because people need what you have on the inside of you. I had shared a quote maybe last month or so, and it says, "You don't die when your heart stops beating. You die when your heartbeats have no meaning." That's that same thing, that lack of hope. When we lose hope, and I'm telling you, if you aren't careful, 2020 was challenging for some. There was a lot of things that happened that changed the way that we do things. And all of that definitely could have affected us either for the positive or negative. And so it's very important for you to know how you were affected by it and what you did as you moved through it. Thank God it's over. But here we are in 21. And I don't know about you, but I definitely have been experiencing a more intensity of things that I am doing, I am responsible for, etc. So that can feel quite overwhelming. And I have been in those moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is like way, way too much. But what keeps me fixed and focused is that I have to keep my eyes on Him. I have to make sure that the time that I am spending doing what I'm doing, is it producing my heartbeats? Is it really a added value to my heartbeats? Because that's the key. I don't want to waste heartbeats. When you spend time and you waste time doing stuff that you can't stand doing. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, one of his older tapes, and he said that Monday morning is the yeah, he did. He said it was an increased risk in heart attack on Monday morning, and it was because people were going to jobs that they couldn't stand, and so their heart was sick in a sense, and they had a heart attack. So, I mean, it's kind of deep, but it's real, and it takes us, like me now in this moment where I'm 54, and I'm always assessing and reassessing where I am. You know, I can't necessarily say I'm at halftime because I'm a little bit beyond halftime. So now it's time for me to reassess and say, okay, Charlene, where are you tracking on this? Because I thank God that He says, and all of you guys know it, that He knows the thoughts that He thinks toward us, plans to prosper us, to give us an expected end, a hope and a future. He's given you a hope. He put a hope on the inside of you before He formed you in your mother's womb. See, there was something that He wanted you to contribute to this world. So, our goal is to find that gift, that assignment, and serve it to humanity. That's what my assignment is. That is what I was born to do. See, I was born to do that before I even knew my name, before I had fingers, before I had toes, before I even got a first look at my mom or dad. God had already anointed me and appointed me for an assignment. And so when we go throughout life, as I said before in some of my other messages, we're born in this earth. God puts this wonderful dream, this gift on the inside of us. And then he packs it up and put it on the inside of us and sends us through the womb of a woman, our mother. And then he sends us out on the earth realm. As soon as we get here, Satan is assigned assassins to terminate that which he put on the inside of you. So though your journey begins to start having all of these challenges and people perhaps not believing in you, people speaking negative words over you. I mean, just all kind of stuff starts going wrong. You start going through life and going through different changes and hurts and woundings and I mean, just tons of stuff really trying to get you to lose hope, to give up on your dream, to give up on your assignment. But I'm here today to say you can't give up. You have to persist. You have to persist. If you are not ready to persist, you are not ready to have that dream come to pass. Because in order for you to get that dream or to step into your assignment in its fullness, you're going to have to persist. That's what I found throughout my whole journey. I have a beautiful life, wonderful life, but God is always stretching me to do more. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As I continue to press through, because remember, the kingdom suffers violent, and the violent have to take it by force. So as I continue to press through, I have to hold on to my dream. I have to hold on to the desire. I can't give up. I have to persevere through the challenges of life. You see what I'm saying? You have to press through the challenges. Yes, the challenges are going to come. Remember, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God delivers us out of them all. So, my point is when you get to a place where you feel like you've lost hope because of the circumstances, that's where you got to go back to your manufacturer because your manufacturer, God Himself, He knows what He put on the inside of you and He knows how to withdraw that out of you, even in your state where you feel like you're stagnant, where you feel like you're not doing as well as you should be doing, where you feel like you're like really not moving, you feel like you're going in a circle, kind of like a rat race. God can show you those different things that you're doing that may not be converting into your assignment. And so that's why you have to go back to the one that gave you the hope from in the first place. See, He gave us that hope. He put that hope on the inside of you. He put that dream, that business, that assignment, that product on the inside of you before. See, that's already done. Now you're developing yourself so that you can step into it in its fullness. So you have to be really committed to spending time with your manufacturer. Sometimes you got to just um, cut the phone off, move away from social media, move away from all of the things that are so easily distracting you, and get quiet with your manufacturer so you can see what it is that he wants you to do. And he does not want you to look and be comparing yourself in competition with other people. You are uniquely made, designer's original. There's nobody else that can duplicate your brushstroke. There's nobody that can speak like you speak. There's nobody that has your fingerprint. You are uniquely different. That's an awesome point there. You are uniquely different. There's nobody else that can beat you being you. So don't get into competition because it's a waste of heart health, quite honestly. Because then you get stressed out, you start comparing yourself, and all of that negative energy begins to start eating away at your system. Then you start getting, you start having those thoughts of self worth that you're not worth it. Oh, I'm not good enough. All of that. And all of these things really eat away at what God wants us to do. It really does. It affects your health. It does. Because when you're not feeling at your best, when you have lost hope, you sink into depression. You start saying, well, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'll just quit. And then you go throughout your life just going through the motions and then basically winding up not really impacting those that he called you to impact. So it's very important for us to make sure that we persist. I will persist when, and Boss the Movement is a youth leadership curriculum that Coach Al Hollingsworth invented, and it's been around for over 30 years. But when I took that particular seminar, that absolutely changed my whole life. And I still use the principles today because they were embedded on the inside of me. And so one of the core values that we teach the kids is about persistence. And it says that I will persist until I succeed at my new life's goal. For I know that if I ask often enough, it will be given to me. If I seek diligently, I will find it. If I knock with persistence, all doors will be open unto me. So, see, you're teaching them how to persist, how to not give up, how to keep going in the midst of what's going on around them. And so, encouraging you today, anybody out there that have gotten to a season that feels like, what's the point? I might as well just check out. I'm just going to encourage you that somebody needs what you have on the inside of you. I know it might not look like it right now, but I'm telling you, you are not an accident. You are not a mistake. God put such greatness on the inside of you. Yes, I understand there's been some things that have happened that have kind of threw you off course. But I'm saying if you go back to your manufacturer, the one that created the product, the one that knows everything there is to know about you, you go back to Him and let Him change you from the inside out. Let Him heal those hurts that you can't seem to get over. You can't seem to forgive. You can't seem to, get that part of it right. Let Him help you with that area of your life because we can't do that in and of ourselves. I have to go to Him to help me to be able to love in spite of, to walk in peace in spite of what's going on around me. He's my source. I have to stay hooked up, linked up to Him so that He can guide me through all of the different things that I need to go through. So, anyway, that's your heart health. Your heart health is to take care of your hope. And that hope that He put on the inside of you was purposeful. It keeps you reaching for what is to come. See, that's why you haven't given up yet, because you have a hope, you have a desire, you have an expectation on the inside of you that, man, I know I was born to do something great. I know I'm supposed to be doing more than what I'm doing right now. So, God, help me to get to that place of actual manifestation. See, once I discover what it is that He wants me to do, because that's the first step, is self discovery. Discover who you are and what you're supposed to do. That's self discovery, and that takes some deep, deep, deep work. I'm going to have to do a seminar on that sometime, hopefully later this year when I get a pause. Self discovery, that's critical. First and foremost, you have to discover who you are. You can't be what anybody else wants you to be. The second step is the self manifestation. You have to, once you know who you are and what you're called to do, you have to manifest it. And that goes through a process. There's a process to self manifestation. And then you have to self release. That's to release yourself to be you, not anybody else, but to be you. Because I'm telling you, when you get in that place where your what and your why combines, when who you are connects in with why you are, that's where that point of maximum impact will be. Because then you're delivered from people's expectations, you're delivered from what other people say about you. You know who you are, and you start driving to get to that place that you see on the inside. So, with that being said, I hope you take care of your heart and know that I love and appreciate you. And I continue to do what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to inspire other people, even in the midst of all of the things that I'm doing. And I am doing a lot. I am finishing up my master's degree this year. I'm also in a women in leadership program that's absolutely the bomb. And so I have so many things that I'm doing. So that was placed on the top of my plate that I've already been doing. So, but I'm still taking time to inspire because I was born to inspire. I was born to motivate you. I was born to light that fire on the inside of you. I was born to let you know that you are more than your circumstances. I was born to let you know that God has put a purpose, original intent deep down on the inside of you, and that He wants you to manifest your purpose more than you want to manifest it. So that's why you have to discover who you are. That's why you have to spend the time to manifest. That's why you have to spend the time, take the time. Okay, let me say it like that. Take the time, because you have to aggressively take the time, because everything else takes our time. So we have to be that serious, that committed to our dream, that we have to take that thing and say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. I'm spending my time on this. Praise God. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. You're loved and appreciated. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye bye.